All right, hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I'm coming at you with another Star Citizen live stream. This is our after midnight stream. Now, what we're going to do tonight is I have no idea. What my plan is to actually fly back to Olisar and grab every set of armor that I can get my hands on. Maybe go to Grimhex, buy some armor. And just try them all out. And I also want to try out the different helmets. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is maybe make a separate video, full screen, you know, like that. Yeah, maybe make a video full screen to show off the different armors and then splice that, cut that up for my squadron, right? For the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. But right now, this is patch Foxtrot. I think we're on Foxtrot. And I'm getting 30 frames in my little Habby thing here. We're gonna... If I continue to get good frames, maybe we'll stick around Hurston. True. That actually reminded me of something. Let's see. Let's get out of this elevator. Actually, I was thinking of getting the armor and then bringing it all back. Like, look at the red armor. I don't know where you get that. Nice. Because I don't remember seeing that in... I've seen this guy around town a lot. Okay, but look at... There's a gap there. I'm just taking it all in. Sorry guys, this game is too beautiful for me to not to take in the music, the lighting, the nighttime. The fabric. What is this doing? What is this guy doing? Look at that. He's got some serious med pens. Or maybe those oxygen, I don't know. That's the old flight suit. That's the PAB 1, man. The PAB 1. Okay. Is that a dumpster? Dumpsters. Wasn't he just on the other side? He's moving around. That guy's checking his Moby glass. What you see? What you see on there, buddy? Oh. Satisfactory. Oh, wear respiratory protection. Humidity, temperature, pressure, visibility. 54 out of 100 in the air quality.
Come on, keep it moving.
Can I buy that gun off you? Oh, sorry. There's no place on... That's another thing. There's no place in town that sells guns. Okay, so I am only wearing my undersuit and my helmet. That's it. That's all I'm wearing. I don't have a pistol. I don't have a tool. I don't have nothing. How do you like that double negative? I don't have nothing. Okay, so let's go to see what kind of gizmos I might have. Utility. Medical. I could put a med pin on. Yep, you can see it. It's right there. I can put an oxygen pin on. Oh, I don't have any oxygen pins. There, I got a handgun. It's called the multi-tool. Let's go to weapons. Sidearm. There, now I got a pistol. Do I have a spare magazine? I don't. Okay, so if I needed to pull a gun out, I could do it. No, I didn't want to do that. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Okay, got it. Why not? I don't know. Okay.
Need a job? Person Dynamics is currently hiring in multiple departments. If credits are tight, we even offer a credit advance for new qualified employees. See your local recruiter for details.
You know that's a player. That one probably is too. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take the train. We're gonna take the train to the, not the perimeter. We're going to the spaceport. Did I take the wrong turn? I might have taken the wrong turn. This is probably the spot I should have turned left. See, they disabled this screen, and that's the one that tells you left or right. Bulbs out. I don't know. Here we go. Tessa Spaceport.
On train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense.
Sounds a little bit like Half-Life.
Be considerate to your fellow travelers. Do not lock doors.
Oh, there's water dripping. Look at that. Look at that.
Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous
Bloop,
offense.
bloop, bloop. And that's why they put this wet floor. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Wonder who these guys are.
Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
Right.
Hurston Security reserves the right to search travelers at any time.
Really?
Be considerate to your fellow travelers. Do not lock doors.
Alright, I'll try not to block a door.
Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense. Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense.
Now we're on here with these guys. No idea where we're going. But the sun's coming up. Looks like. Got dawn happening. Looks like we're pulling into the station.
Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
Alright, we're in the spaceport.
Hurston Security
Frames dropped there for a second while everything was
You are
loading.
required to comply with all commands from Hurston Security and authorized law enforcement personnel. Keep Hurston safe. Please review the latest Hurston logs before entry.
Now, if you're in chat and you wanted to see which ship, we've got a Gladius Valiant. I've also got a Gladius, apparently. They're asking me to test these, I'm thinking, because I don't own those. I don't own a Prospector. I don't own any Auroras. Yeah, so... I've been flying around in my Cutlass. I can't do it. It says it's stored, but it's not really, so we're gonna claim it. I'm not gonna fly it this time. I guess I could pay the expedited fee, wait 3 minutes, and then fly it. Sure. That's what we'll do. We'll wait 3 minutes. If they were sitting in their seats, it would be more impressive. Talk to me. Talk to me. HD security. Talk to me. Talk. He's not talking to me. Ooh, I was about to sneeze. I still am. Ooh. Rough. I don't think it's been 3 minutes. It's been a minute and a half. Yeah, and this thing had like a bunch of brochures and stuff for the different ships. I thought that was pretty cool. Now, which ship is that? I don't recognize it. It's an Aegis ship, apparently. It's a couple of decks. I don't remember that ship. That's not the... What ship is that? Or as Steve Martin would say, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? Dude, you want me to help you out? I'm gonna help you out. Watch this. There, did that help you out? Good deal. Now you're not walking into the blade. Talk to me. Talk to me. Well, make me come around there. I'm coming around there. Talk to me. Hey. Okay. I'm talking to you. Oh, sorry. Alright. I think it's been 3 minutes. Let's go get our cutlass. Even though I was thinking about flying something else, but... Okay, you heard that, right? Now let's listen to this. Okay. Yeah, it's louder when you're looking down. Yep. Just ooh, what's this? Nothing. Doesn't open. Okay. Know what that is. Okay, that's the Millennium Falcon. Pad 4, here we go. I know where all the pads are. Let's go get it. Let's get it and go. Or as they say, hit it and quit it. Pad, whoops, wrong. I can't read. Okay. Call elevator. Alright, we're waiting patiently for an elevator to show up. And there it is. And then we hit... No. The hangar. Let's go to the hangar. It's moving. Not really, look. It's not moving. It's hand wavium. They shouldn't show me the waypoint while I'm in the elevator. They should disable that, and that'll help improve the illusion that you're actually moving. I noticed that the hangars were really loud. I noticed the hangars were loud. That's why I need to get a boom mic. Mic boom. Yeah. It's still loud. Don't worry, we're getting out of here. That looks pretty good. .90 degrees is supposedly like straight up and down, right? So I'm afterburning, but it's like slow. What the hell? What's going on with my ship here? Right now, something I did want to mention, and I am so happy. This makes me happy to no end. I've put a lot of Spectrum posts in about this. I've commented a number of times on my videos that quantum fuel number. You can see it right above my no target screen. It says QF 2500. That is what I believe, or that is closer or more in line. I don't know if it's exactly, because I don't really know, but it's more in line with what I think a starship should have for quantum fuel. I think you should be able to go back and forth from multiple planets before having to refuel. Now, I'm not saying that the fuel costs shouldn't be enormous. They should be. But you shouldn't have to make frequent stops, that's what I was trying to get across. I think that a ship that has a full tank of gas should be able to fly around a system all day long, go into different places, and then at a certain point you go, uh-oh, I'm getting low on gas, and you go get gas. And when you go get the gas, you have to pay out the wazoo to get it. That's my philosophy. I don't think I should pay, after every 10 feet that I move, I have to pay 10 credits. I think it should be, if I fly 100 feet, I pay 100 credits. Same cost, same distance, just less refueling. So the money sink is still there. Am I in space? I'm not in space yet. Okay, so the money sink's still there because you're getting the same. That's it. You're getting the same distance per credit. It's just I'm not having to stop every 15 minutes. Now there's an argument going on Spectrum saying that it's ridiculous that a ship can fly all the way to another planet. You're playing a sci-fi game. Sorry, my volume's going up. But you're playing a freaking space game. You're not playing Earth Simulator 101. No. Now, I like to take stuff from literature. I like to take it from anime. I like to take it from the theater, motion pictures, whatever. I've seen a bajillion. I'm not a young kid. I've read a million sci-fi books, movies, animes. I've seen it all, right? Okay. In none of them, when I get into my spaceship and I go flying from point A to point B, do I have to stop somewhere and refuel? None of them. Hey Sean, man, what's going on? How you doing tonight? Okay, I'm in space. Yay! Now, Sean, I'm talking about like space travel. Now, the ship I'm in is a Cutlass, right? And I've got a few other ships too, but some of them are what they call long-range fighters, right? Okay, a long-range fighter shouldn't have to stop every 15 minutes to refuel. A cargo ship, any ship that carries cargo should be able to get from point A to point B without having to refuel. And then I think to myself, and I agree with this, and it's my mental philosophy or whatever. There you go. It's kind of my philosophy that if you have a carrier-based fighter or bomber or whatever, it's going to have a much smaller range than a land-based fighter or whatever, right? Yeah, and that seems reasonable. That quantity, it's 1/3 of my fuel. I get it. That's cool. That means if I needed to, I could fly there, do what I needed to do, and fly back. But now if I have a carrier-based fighter, let's say a Hornet, that's designed specifically for a carrier, or maybe a, what is it, Gladius, or a Gladiator, or a, not so much a Retaliator. That's actually a ground-based bomber. So a Gladius, Gladiator, because those I envision in my head, World War II, I'm thinking Wildcat, Dauntless Dive Bomber, you know, maybe the Avenger Torpedo Bomber, that kind of stuff, right? Those guys could not fly across the Pacific, right? They couldn't. There's no way. They couldn't fly from Hawaii to the mainland. Can't happen. So, not without external fuel tanks, which I suppose you could always get those. But they could land on a carrier, and that carrier could take them there, right? And that's why in the universe of Star Citizen, you have carriers, so that they could take those short-range fighters, like a Hornet, from system to system, and then deploy them. They should still be able to deploy from the jump point to somewhere that, or at least around them, or they should be able to get at least close to a world, like maybe within an AU or something, maybe the asteroid belt, and then launch an attack from there, something like that. But they should still have enough gas. They should still, even with the carrier, they should still have enough gas to go from one planet to the next and back. Yeah, that's just because carriers are supposed to, you know, be able to refuel them. So they should be able to strike their target and make it back to refuel with no gas stations in the area. Because that's the whole idea with the carrier. Okay, sorry. I'm getting all like strategic. Sorry. Let's go ahead and jump. Because that's going to be a few seconds anyway. We can talk then. There it is. I am going to Port Olisar. I'm going to buy some armor, and then I'm going to show off, and I'm going to hold on to it. And then after the stream, when you guys aren't watching or whatever, I'm just going to record a short video for my squadron. I'm going to have to splice it together and stuff like that. So I don't plan to stay on too long tonight. But as long as I'm like taking missions and maybe fighting the AI and stuff like that, I'll stay on. And I'm planning on doing that. I'm planning on getting some armor, getting a weapon, going over to Port Korea, or what is it, Security Post Korea, and taking on some AI. Yeah, go ahead. What you got, Sean? Let me read this. I also have a question. Do you think G-forces and blacking out should happen in space? Yes, I do 100% believe that should happen in space. And the reason why is, let's say I'm traveling 200 miles an hour in this direction, right? And then I flip the ship 180 degrees, and I apply my thrusters. Now, however much thrust my thrusters can emit, if they can emit 1, 2, 5 Gs, 6 Gs, 10 Gs, 20 Gs, I don't know how many Gs that thruster can produce. If it can produce 9 or more G's, which I think it can, then even when I turn around and I apply that thrust, it would be just like I was thrusting for 9 G's. And if it was now I would go like blood would leave my body and then or leave my head and it would start to black out. And then if I stopped thrusting, blood would come back to my head and I would be good. Now, like if I do a climb, like the thrusters that are on my ship, if they're strong enough to cause me to angle up, but my momentum is carrying me, my vector momentum is carrying me forward, but my ship is pulling me up, my blood wants to go forward, which is where my feet are. And so, because you can imagine your head being here and your feet being there, so when you pull up, the blood is being pushed in the original direction until your ship delta V actually shifts and moves. But until then, your blood is getting pulled to your feet just through momentum. It has nothing to do with gravity, right? So the momentum will pull it to my feet. Now, if I do a negative dive, like super fast, the blood should all rush to my head, and then you get what's called a red out. You should get that. So, but your body and your suit, your spacesuit, should be a lot like those suits they make for high altitude pilots, because they should have tubes, air tubes basically, that run through the suit, that when your ship detects that it's pulling G's, it inflates those tubes in your outfit, which crush your body, right? It applies, what do they call it? There's a word for it. It applies like a tourniquet tape, basically, on your body, the entire body, preventing the blood from leaving your head and going to your feet, because it's being constrained by all this pressure against your body. And that's also why you hear pilots going, because that's what they're doing. They're tightening up their muscles, trying to prevent the blood from moving. Yeah, so yes, there should be blackouts and redouts in space. Should they be more pronounced or less pronounced? I don't know. I don't know the physics behind that. Maybe they should be even more pronounced, because now you don't have gravity pulling against you. You only have, but that's not true. Let me back up. Ships have artificial gravity, so it's just like as if you were on a planet, because the ship is providing gravity and is providing 1G. But maybe there's a way to turn that off. And if there is a way to turn that off, I don't know if that makes it worse or if that makes it easier on the body when you're pulling those G's. That's why, astronauts, they all have to go through the centrifugal chamber, or whatever they call it, the G chamber, because when the ship is taking off, it's applying all these G's against them. It's not the gravity, it's the thrust pushing the body against. It's basically, what do they call it? It's acceleration. It's the acceleration that applies to G's, not the gravity. All right, we're more than halfway there. We're actually almost there. Wow, that was a fast trip, or I'm just long-winded. Yeah, and they should. I do believe that the big ships have faster quantum drives. When you're out of quantum, let's say you're dogfighting or whatever, the big ships are going to be slow and lumbering. But in quantum, they can actually move farther. I don't know what the deal is. But I like it. I like that. I like that philosophy that a fighter cannot catch a destroyer in quantum. I kind of like that. But once you get them out of quantum, and you're dogfighting, of course the fighters are going to be swirling around the carrier. It'll be barely moving, you know, that kind of stuff. But I don't know the facts. But I do believe that. I do believe that. I didn't time this trip, but everybody's saying that it takes somewhere around 12 minutes. And I agree with that, because I think it took me 15 minutes the other night, but I might not have counted the actual press the button and when it comes out. I was just spitballing it. Yeah, and I think bigger ships should have more quantum fuel. But then again, I think they should require more quantum fuel to go the same distance. I think it should be based on weight. So like if you have a 100-ton ship and you jump, it should take you 1 quantum fuel. But if you have a 200-ton ship, it should cost you 2 quantum fuel. You know, it should be something like that. Now, I didn't mean to go just to Crusader. What am I doing? I meant to go to... Port Olisar. And it's orange right now because my quantum drive is having to re-spool or recalibrate or whatever. And it takes a second for it to do that. Okay, so I guess we're going to go back to the map. We're going to zoom in. We're going to go to Port Olisar. We're going to set route. We're going to get out. We're going to look for my little diamond-shaped thing. Right there. We are spooling, and we are on our way.
Quantum drive is now on.
It is on. Nice. We didn't have to go very far.
Quantum drive is now off.
Proceed to assign landing leg.
There it is.
Hello.
Hello. Now I like the look of the new landing. I don't like the stick that stands up. I like the green, you know, the square box shape. I like the I like that a lot better.
Landing gear down.
Nice. Nobody's here at Olisar because they're all at Hurston.
Automated landing.
Automated.
Landing complete.
Now, since we're here,
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
thank you. So since we're here, I'm gonna check out the refuel. Yep, it is. It did cost more. And then I'm looking at my quantum fuel, and I'm seeing it go up. It's at 19, 2000, 21. And it is full.
Weapons offline.
I'm getting 60 frames, baby. 60, count them. got the ring spinning again. Nice. Okay, we're gonna go crank up some armor and weapons. And if you noticed, I actually have the music still playing. Normally I turn that down, but I figured, you know what? Let's listen to some music. I'm home. It's Port Olisar all over again. What the heck is that? Oh, okay. It just didn't pop in properly. I don't want any of these guns. Dang it. Okay. I forgot. There's a kiosk. Let's go to the weapons. I want the Gallant or the Gallant. Yes, I want that. It has a rate of fire of 450 rounds per minute, a magazine size of 120, which is a lie. Its magazine size is 60. That is wrong, but let's buy it. I don't mind 60. 60 is good. We're going to confirm that. Word. Then we're going to go to the attachments. And I'm going to find the Gallant battery pack, which is right there. Ooh, it says 120. Okay, maybe they fixed it. That looks pretty cool. Let's buy it. Let's buy all of them. Confirm. Let's find the grenade. Is that a weapon? No, it's an attachment. Maybe it's a utility. I don't remember. Is the grenade a weapon? You would think it would be, right? Right there. Let's buy, I don't know. That many? Okay. Let's buy some med pens. I'm anticipating needing them. Buying way too many. It doesn't matter. It's PTU. It's going to get wiped. In my opinion, no other game can compare to Star Citizen. They are rewriting the book on game development with scope and magnitude without sacrificing the attention to detail. And I agree. And the answer to your next question is, did I see the new armor? Yes. Did I buy it? No. I bought some armor, but it's basically old armor. It's basically armor that they made, hell, back when we had the hanger module. Let's take a look. Boop. I'll show you what I got. I'll show you what I've already bought. I'm not putting it on, though. Armor. Mark 5. 5. I also got the PAB 1 arms. PAB, that's the, like, light assault armor. And then Mark 5 legs. Right. Not happening. There. None of that should be attached. It's cool, though. I got it while I was there just to have some. But there is something that I wanted to show my guys. Oh, wait. Hold on. Is that new? New style? Like new work or something like that? Normally, I pick up the medium, but I've pretty much come to the conclusion that I want heavy. And I've debated whether I wanted this heavy, just for the cleanness of the looks, and the Molly straps. It's got a bunch of Molly straps. Did I want that? or did I want something that had like a mixture of black and green? It didn't really matter to me. But then when I took it to the planet, you can't really see it because I'm pointing at it and it's turning all yellow and stuff. But I took it to the planet and I realized that this is OD green. I mean, very, very dark and concealed green. This is a bright green. When you look at it, it's actually kind of bright in the planet sun, that is. Yeah, they actually are. They're gonna your equipment is going to be exist in the world, and if you can't carry it, you can't carry it. You're not just going to have every set of armor like I am now. Like right now, I'm getting ready to have pretty much everything. Yep. That helmet was pretty cool. I did buy that. I don't know if I still have it on this build because this is the new patch. But I bought it with the goggles and the open mouth. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I didn't see any practical purpose for it for a player. Hopefully it does something like allows you more stamina or something because you could breathe easier. That would be a good option for it. While also providing you armor, but it provides you no like gas or oxygen protection or whatever. Yeah, okay, here we go. Here's the PAB-1 core. I don't know if I want to get the PAB-1. But I did I buy that helmet? I think I did. I want to make sure I buy this helmet. Because I wanted to show off in my coming video the aqua flight suit. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Some bullshit is what that is. Okay, now I'm just gonna put the Imperial undersuit on. Nice. Right? It's blue, right? And then I'm going to put the heavy armor on top of that. Not the G2 helmet. I'm going to leave the G2 helmet on just to kind of show you what's up. But we're going to go with the Mark IV. Mark IV. Mark IV. Bam. With a little bit of blue shining through. That's what I'm talking about. Gives me kind of that Imperial look. Okay. But this is still the G2 helmet. Okay, so visibility wise, right? I can see everything, my entire screen. There's nothing blocking my entire screen. Nothing. Nothing. Right? You can see everything. Let's go to the next helmet. Okay, now right here, you see this is cut off. Right? I can't see the, I guess, one button, the comm link button. That's the only one I can't see. But I can still kind of see it and click it. Let's go with the that's the heavy. Okay, we're going to go with the heavy helmet. Mark IV, the one that goes with this armor. Okay, now you can see the outer edges. I'm looking through a periscope, right? And you got lights, and I'm looking at the inside of the walls of my helmet. And when I pull up my mobi-glass, a bunch of buttons are hidden. can't see hardly anything underneath here. I have to kind of hover over it and read what it says. It's all cut off. And peripheral vision, I wouldn't be able to see the enemy coming or whatever. Okay, so we go with a different heavy helmet. We go with the one that I recommend for our squadron. Here we go. Let's see. I don't know where that button is. We go to armor, helmet, and I recommend the Baylor helmet. It also has a 40%. Nope, that's the wrong one. Baylor. There it is. Yeah, Baylor still has a 40%. Did it switch? It switched. Let's save. Now look, I can see everything again. I'm in a heavy helmet with no vision impairment. That's why. Right there. Now, when you look at the armor color, right, you see like an OD color. But look at the helmet. Let's get some light on it. So there you go. See how it's a different color? It's like it's OD versus, I got that color, Army. I think it's called uniform green. So there's a difference between uniform green and like an olive drab, maybe an olive gray or whatever it's called. But I don't worry about that because I anticipate armor being paintable or something like that in the future, maybe camouflage patterns and stuff like that. So I'm not really too worried about that right now. Okay, do I have my tool? I have my pistol. Okay, what are you saying here? Wait. I don't have the game yet. I'm trying to save up for a good computer build, so I only get to see the game on YouTube. Okay, no problem. No worries. Yeah, it's my pleasure. Yeah. So get a good computer because you'll want it, but it doesn't have to be an awesome computer because right now it does, but that's only because the game's not fully optimized. As soon as they get the game optimized, you can have like a normal gaming computer will work. It doesn't have to be crazy great, but okay, so we got that. Back to this, back to that. See, now I can see everything. Go to weapons. My primary weapon is the Gallant. My magazines are the Gallant. Yep. And then utility would be my grenades. Let's do a couple of med pens. Let's get some oxygen. Not that I need it. There we go. Right. So now, got my weapon on my back. We got the grenades. We got the magazines on my belt area. That's pretty awesome. Pretty darn awesome. Okay. So let's go take on some, I didn't mean to do that button. Let's go take on some banditos. Let's go back to my ship. Let's see if it still hasn't despawned. Oh, it's still there. Thank you for opening. Now I'm moving a little slower, as you can see, but that's okay. I'm not trying not to burn up my endurance. A couple of patches ago, I was doing a firefight on Port Correa with the what do you call them? The bandits that took over the post, right? But And I was running around, hiding from them and doing all kinds of things. And I got to like 150 on my vitals, and then I would hide in a corner trying to catch my breath, and I could not catch my breath. I just sat there, not moving, not doing anything, and my vitals stayed at 150. So whenever I tried to move or, you know, aim down sights or whatever, the gun was shaking all over the place, or I'd take 2 steps and I would almost pass out. I have a feeling that I wasn't recovering because I was wearing heavy armor. So I took all my armor off and I still wouldn't recover. So yeah, hopefully that was a bug, but you never know, right? All right, I'm gonna fly there first and then look for the mission.
Your systems are online.
Hey, look at that. There's the thing right in front of me.
Launch complete. Shield system online. Landing gear up.
Oh, there it is. Now you're about to notice the waypoint system.
Quantum drive is now on.
It's going to go to the first waypoint. Hey, Oren, man, what's up? I didn't see you sneak in there. I didn't see you sneak in on me. Yeah, this game is gorgeous. And it's not even finished. I can only imagine what it's going to look like when it's actually done.
Quantum drive is now off.
Okay, that was the first waypoint of my journey. My second waypoint is right there. Waiting spool, there we go. 2 of 2. Now I'm going there before I take the mission, because I don't want to take the mission and have it expire before I even get there. That's happened to me before.
Quantum drive is now off.
So now I'm just going to slow down a little bit and review my missions. See if I can't find... mercenary. Break in at security post Korea. That's where I'm at. 500... I wanted to say gold. 500 gold. Plus bonus. I've been playing too much D&D. Okay. Moments ago, blah, blah, blah. Accept. And then get rid of my mobi-glass. And it says I've got 7 hostiles remaining. Okay, so let's go flying on in there. I'm not trying to like fly in there super fast. Yeah, it's all right. I don't mind them taking more money and making the game better. The more, and if they have too much money, that's good. That means the game will last longer. You know what I mean? Like they'll be able to keep the doors open
Landing
longer.
gear down.
If they stop making money, then they'll have to close the doors, and we don't want that, because that's what happened to my last MMO I loved, which was Champions. Not Champions. City of Heroes. I love the new box shape of the landing pads.
Automated landing.
Great. Could just power off right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let it land.
Landing complete.
You know they know I'm here. A health bug. What the heck? I can't turn around? Okay, here we go. See now? Okay. The shopping kiosk said it was 120 rounds. But if you look in my bottom right, it is only 60. Bitches. So I don't know if that's a bug or if it's supposed to be 60. Ooh. I was ready to open fire. Okay, let me catch my breath. I have to listen. I want to hear if I can hear any voices. Oh, okay. I love City Heroes. That was one of my favorite games of all times. Oh, there's a guy. Did you see him? I saw him. Hopefully he didn't see me. I saw him walk by over there. It's hard to move through here in heavy armor. You know what I mean? Hearing doors or something. Okay, I'm hunting rabbits. But once the firing starts, they're all gonna come try to kill me. That's where the heavy armor like fails, because you have to like shoot and scoot, because there's 7 of them, and by scooting you get tired. I mean, tired, worn out.
Not sure where they went, but they couldn't have got far.
So now they're on high alert. I know I saw a guy down there somewhere earlier, if he's still down there. I'm crouched. Yeah, scoot. Like, shoot and then run. So they search where I was and not where I am. Is that thing leaking? I don't like the shadowing that I'm in, that I'm projecting. sunlight. Okay, it says there's 6 left. Okay, I didn't go all the way around, did I? Did he just say, damn, they're gone? Hey, Spacewalk Man, what's going on?
Shit. Wherever they are, they won't get away long.
I'm leaning into this like... like leaning forward's gonna help me hear. I got headphones on. I don't need to be like, what did he say? But I can't help it. And I think they're upstairs. There's the guy. Face down, ass up. Okay, here we go. I know I just pinned myself in right here, but I don't care. I feel invincible. I want to loot these bodies is what I want to do. Oh, that's right. Stop running. I'm gonna get tired. No, don't go prone. What the heck? Uh-oh. Starting to breathe. Heart rate's getting super high. Okay, let's see if it goes down. It's at 97, 99, 100. It's like it's going up. I'm not even doing anything. See, look at that, 170. Some bullshit is what that is. That's some bullshit. 105, okay, it's coming down. I hear you up there. I thought I heard some footsteps. You gonna shoot back? He's not gonna shoot back. I can pick up his gun. I don't want to, but I could. I couldn't before. Whoa. You don't see me? Shoot me. Come on, shoot me already. Okay, how about now? Shoot me. Shoot me. Shoot at me. Really? Okay, don't shoot at me. Damn. This mission is a lot easier than I thought. Oh, man. Sorry. Yeah, could be that. Could be I was nervous. There's not really a whole lot to do, really. It's not really a game right now. It's more of a testing bed. Like, it's built for testing. It's not really a game yet. I mean, yeah, you can earn credits and you can fly around and explore the world and the one world and the moons and space stations and stuff like that, like what I'm doing now. But it's really just to test the game. If you're not into the whole I want to test the game thing, and then I would just wait for the game to get closer to release. I believe Squadron 42 will be coming out in about a year. There's one left. Where is he? Is that him? No. What was that? That's not him. I heard a voice. Sounded like it was over here.
Don't let the bastard find you.
Well, I got paid. Yeah, these AIs are maybe just a little bit too stupid. I didn't pay to test it. I paid to get both copies of the game because I backed a long time ago. And I paid like $45 and I got Squadron 42 and Star Citizen. So I basically got 2 games in one. Plus, at that time, they were still doing stretch goals. And so I got a suit of armor, I got a bunch of weapons, I got a bunch of stuff for my hangar. And of course, they gave me the ship as well, you know, with the backing. Why is my thumb up? Okay. What did it say? Did you hear that? I mean, I could go collect up these weapons. Maybe not that one. Nice. No, I didn't mean to do that. That's what I meant to do. Oh well, one grenade down. Let's go find my ship. But I actually wanted to be a part of the development of the game. I wanted to not necessarily test the bugs, but give feedback on game features. Like when they say, hey, we're going to do, you know, X, Y, and Z. And I say, hey, let's not do Z because that'll be boring. Do more of X, you know. That way, when the game does come out, it'll have all the stuff that I want to do in it. If I didn't back it, then I would just have to take whatever... What the heck just happened? I'll have to take whatever they give me. There we go. That's what happened. You know what I mean? Like, when you buy a game off the shelf, you have no say in what's in it. All you do is buy it and play it. But by being a backer, I get to ask them and tell them and give them feedback on what's enjoyable and what's not enjoyable. So I'm getting the game that I want to play. You know what I mean? And I don't mind helping with the testing because it's actually quite fun, in my opinion. And I get to see the iterations because, like, I've seen the Cutlass change 2 or 3 times. I've seen the Hornet change. You know, I've seen Freelancer change. I've seen a lot of ships and weapons change and armor changes. The way, like, 0G movement, that's like what I'm doing right now. I went through a period where no matter what you did, you couldn't fly straight. Your body was flip-flopping all over the place. Because they thought that ragdoll physics for someone in space would be more accurate. Well, the argument is I'm not unconscious in space. I'm actually I got control over my arms and limbs, so I should be able to, like, keep my body steady while I'm flying in space. Yeah, and the Mustang changed, absolutely, yeah. It changed to a ship that I wouldn't mind owning. The first Mustang I just laughed at. I was like, I don't want that Mustang. That's a piece of crap. But now I look at it and say, the Mustang's pretty cool. Looks pretty cool too. There was a whole time that I wouldn't have gotten the Cutlass either. There would be no way in hell that I would have bought a Cutlass. But then they made it wider right here. They got rid of the docking collar in the middle, and they put a bed in it and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get me a Cutlass. Yeah, so I traded my motorcycle for the Cutlass. But I still have my Carrack, and I still have my Saber, and I have my Cutlass. And that is what I have.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
Now we're going back to Hurston. I just want to make sure this was clear before I went to Hurston. Yeah. The Freelancer definitely got longer and fatter.
Launch complete.
Launch complete.
Shield system online. Landing gear up.
For sure. Let's go to Hurston. So, here we go. I've been thinking about going to some of these other planets just to see what was there. I know there's nothing there, but I can also go to a truck stop, but I don't really want to do that. Let's check out some of these moons. They say they want us to test the moons, so maybe I should. There we go. Well, now you have quantum fuel out the wazoo, so I can fly all over the system and not get stuck.
Quantum drive is now on.
I have 2,500 quantum fuel on the Cutlass right now. Which is, I can fly to Hurston and back, and then back to Hurston. Anvil Arrow? I don't even know what that is. I've heard people talk about it, but yeah, I've never seen any concept on the Anvil Arrow. And so, no, I don't think it will be. I don't think it's in the roadmap. And we're at almost 30 million kilometers, so it's going to take a minute for me to get there. A minute and a half, actually. Or as they like to call it, a hot minute. Yeah, now I apologize, but I do have some snacks here, and I'm killing it. Butter. Yeah, I saw something at the local grocery store yesterday. It was a box of mixed cookies, Nutter Butters, Oreos, and Chips Ahoy, and it was like these little packs here were like less than 50 cents a piece. I was like, because there was 12 packs, and it was like $3 or something. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, I'm getting that box. I couldn't help it. I'm a fiend, and I like Nutter Butters. Always have, but they're usually expensive. Yeah. The Valkyrie was the last ship they needed to finish to be able to complete Squadron 42. So that was being worked on, but they didn't want to reveal it until CitizenCon, because if you watch the Squadron 42 trailer, the Valkyrie is in that twice, very prominent, like it flies over twice. And we, being the connoisseurs of ships that we are, we would have said, "What's that?" And so they had to release it. What is Squadron 42? That is coming out probably in about a year. And the reason why I say next year, and I'm going to say this, is because on IMDb, not saying that's the gospel, but IMDb says Squadron 42 and lists all the actors, who's going to be in it, what their roles are in the game, and the release date, and it says 2019. Now, if you don't mind, I can pull up a video and put it up on the screen while we're waiting to quantum. I have no problem doing that because I am cool like that. Let's find it. I'll give you the Squadron 42 trailer. Okay, I almost pulled up the Squadron 42 IMDb. I don't want to do that. Let's make sure this is the right one. Yep, that's the right one. That looks good. Let's do it. Here we go.
I saw you apply to the Flight Academy again.
I'm your new wingman, sir.
That's right, Luke Hamill. I mean, Luke Hamill.
Oil.
Mark Hamill. Luke Skywalker. Right.
Local
Luke Hamill.
scum use it for cover to launch attacks. This is their turf, so move on. Keep your eyes open.
No southern moves.
Who the hell are you?
We're OMC. And OMC belongs to Sato Khan.
Is that your boss? Are we supposed to be scared of him or something?
Yeah.
The OMC aren't the only ones listening into comms.
All ships, we're under attack by Vandal forces. Repeat, we are under attack.
There have been battles.
There it is.
There have been losses.
There it is.
Each and every one of you has proven yourself time and again. We will not lose the system. We will not fall back.
Superman.
You got a point. Copy that. Tally's on me. Let's say hi.
Retaliators.
We will win. Because we have to.
There you go. And apparently, we're there. All right. Now that section I'm pointing at right there, that's actually liquid. If you land or walk into that liquid, you will die. I thought Levski was up there. Maybe it's, or there it is.
Quantum drive is now on.
And there we go, going to the city. Yeah, I mean, that is why I backed this game, was the whole Squadron 42 thing. The MMO is just a bonus. Actually, it's probably 50-50. I wanted to play the MMO, but I also wanted to play that single-player game. And they're making them both at the same time, but they've come out and said that the Valkyrie was the last asset they had to make to be able to finish Squadron 42.
Quantum drive is now off.
And with it finished, all the acting is over with, all the assets are made. It's basically all they got to do is put it all together. They got to work on their AI combat, though, I'll tell you that. If it's anything like what we just experienced. I'm not planning on going to the city right away. I'm planning on going out to out to the wilderness. Finding some. Whoa. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Luckily, I can just get back into my seat. Luckily, it wasn't a fighter where I would have climbed out. No, I haven't. I'm at 0, okay. Yeah. So as soon as I climbed out of the seat, it went to 0 throttle. Okay, that's cool. And this is where it all started this evening, was waking up in bed on Hurston and flying to Olisar, picking up some armor. Going through the clouds. The wind is buffeting the ship. You can see the clouds right there. Cloud line, cloud barrier, whatever. It's two-dimensional right now, so it's not that big of a deal. Hey, River Bracelet, man, what's up? How you doing? Let's get back to flying or I'm gonna wreck. Flying over some wrecks. Junkyard. There's a coastline. That's cool. There we go. Went through a no sound zone. Front of my ship looks all burnt, but it's not. It just looks that way. I don't know what's up. Yeah, it is a polluted planet. It is absolutely a polluted planet. It's the company of Hurston Dynamics owns the planet, and they're using all the resources to make their weapons and stuff like that. And they don't care what they do to the world. Whoa, okay, hey, we got trees. And rain. This is awesome. What the heck? Is that snow? What is that? I don't... Maybe it is snow. Who is that? Ooh, a couple of things that I should go check out. "11 kilometers? 27 kilometers? Okay, I don't know what it's telling me. I wonder what this is. What's my button? This one. Okay.
Landing gear.
What? I can't see what I'm doing. Now I can. I don't know if I want to get out in this weather. I see something. I'm gonna have to go check it out. I don't know what it is. I'm just exploring.
Shield system offline.
Let's go figure out what this is. I'm intrigued. It's a face hugger. Ah! No, okay. I think it was in this direction. Maybe I should have landed closer. There it is. It's just somebody else's ship. Somebody else just flew out here and landed. What is that thing in my shoulder? It's like an 85X or something. Is this a trap? It's getting dark out too. So is this not like, I need some night vision goggles or something. I was hoping it would be daylight so that I could like try on the different armors and compare it to how it camouflages in the bushes and stuff, but whatever. Because it's sundown. Sunset. I don't know what all the... Ooh, look at the stars. That is cool. I know they're not all, you know, real, but just... All right, is there anything in Hurston that, in Lorville that you wanted to check out, or you just happy to see me fly around?
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online. Landing Gear up. Shield system online.
Hey man, what's going on? Says 0 meters. Is there someone moving? I don't see anything. I just see a nothing. I don't know how fast the day-night cycle is, so I'm going back to the city. Oh, there it is. Talkie, what you been doing, man? I haven't seen you in a few days. I played some Elder Scrolls also. I haven't streamed it though. I've just been playing off camera. 335 is actually really good. There has been... What, is that a community over there? What is that lit up area over there? There's a bunch of lit up areas. If you go inside that area there, you die. So make sure you stay above it. There has been some issues with low frames in certain areas at certain times. And server crashes. But in this last patch, the F patch, the Foxtrot patch, they solved some of the server crashes, and they've also improved some of the objects that were streaming in slowly. So it's helped. I'm going to that blue light. That's actually a gate. I'm gonna land outside the city and walk in. Oh! You saw that. I know. No. Nice, nice. I got my lights on. Yeah, look how close I am to the no-fly zone. That's pretty awesome. I like got super close. See if I can't get any closer. Yeah, near restricted area. Yes, I see that.
Landing gear down.
Yes, it is. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any closer without exploding.
Impact warning.
Yep, there's a big rock there I was trying to land on. That's a problem.
Shield system offline.
Yeah, that shield. Yeah, I can. No, I can head on foot. But if the ship goes in there, it's like a no-fly zone. So if you fly into that area, that'll just blow your ship up automatically. And Messy Nisi, hey, what's going on, man? Yep. See, I'm on foot. I'm gonna be able to go in there, no problem. Let's turn my headlight on. Boop. There we go. That's too close. Let's back this shit up. There we go. I'm running in. Whoops, let's avoid those rocks. With the stars, it's awesome. Oh, there must have been like a little gully here or something. Okay. Now I could sprint. Actually, it didn't go much faster. Yeah, it's between, when you get close to the city, it drops to like 20 to 30. Away from the city and in space and everything, you're getting 60 frames. And trash. Yeah, I'm going towards the blue light. I can turn my headlight off. I don't know why it tells me I still have 4 grenades, because I could have swore I threw one. Whoa, that's me zigzagging. Okay, hold on. Yeah, see, I only see 3 grenades. I know I threw one. See those? Almost there. My vitals haven't got over 100 yet. That's good. Oh yeah. Yeah. What do you mean turn them on? I mean they exist. They're walking around. They got guns. And I've seen them actually shoot people. If you land outside the city limits and you've got a criminal rating and you walk up to this gate, you will get shot. What am I coming up upon? What is this? I gotta turn my lights on to see this. Oh, cool. Look at that. Dead trees. And bushes. And I was noticing this too, that the trees have got all this like red and yellow mold on them. Wait, there's like... How am I gonna get there? There's some big rocks out here. Yes. They will confront you and they will attack you. If you've got a criminal rating. Some people were on the forums complaining, the security is shooting at me. And I'm like, well, don't be a criminal. Don't be a dick. I can't get into the city because they want to kill me every time I come in. Exactly. Sorry. I have no sympathy. My footsteps changed. Is that not cool or what? Those are skulls. No, I don't know what that is. Yeah, these are just trash piles. I want to know which plant that is. I want to know which plant that is. I want to know what plant that is. There will be a jail system. There is a planet. I don't remember which one it is. It has an orbital jail, and you will get sent there, and you will have like a mini game or some way of escaping, just to make it fun. You know, they don't want to make jail a penalty. They want to make it fun, or have fun doing something. So, you know, I might break the law just to go to jail once, just to see how it's, you know, see what it's all about. Play that part of my game, unless it kills your reputation. Because if it does that, then I ain't doing it. And look at that, they're patrolling in groups. Whoa, what? I gotta go talk to these guys. Hey, you. Talk to me. Okay, don't. How about you? No? Okay, I see how you are. Turn my light off. I wonder. I'm gonna experiment here. Let's see if I can put one leg up on that ladder. Come on, let's do it. Turn. There we go. Just one leg, not all of them. Come on. There it is. There he goes. Can I put it up higher? No, didn't want me to do it. Okay. The little things.
Keep it going, people.
Okay.
Declare any flora and fauna to customs agents. Hurston Dynamics.
Yeah, they plan to do that or something similar to that. They want to make exploration worth something. You know, like if you go out and explore and you find something, they want you to be able to find stuff. Now, do they want to make it like? Because they had a survey a few years back, wanted to know what everybody wanted to be in the verse, and 40% of the people that responded to the survey said they wanted to be explorers. So they at that point they realized that the game was needing more exploration gameplay.
Be considerate to your fellow.
Hey, werewolf man, what's up, Quinn? Quinn. Okay, what are we doing now? I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh.
Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense.
What? You mean mugging me? Okay, what's this? 112? Screw that. Like I was looking at me. And maybe this one isn't running. He's like trying not to look at me. Well, there is that. We just came in one of the gates, so we're down here. Hey, we're down here in the perimeter line. We need to make it up to the Metro Center. 70 seconds that sucker will pull in. That one looks like it's not running. Okay, and then from there we can take from the Metro Center, we can go to the spaceport, or we can go to Leavesden Station. If we go to Leavesden Station, that's where we can like buy outfits or drink a beer. Where if you go to the spaceport, we can buy a ship or rent a ship. I haven't tried renting a ship. Yeah, what's this? Your community, your calling, your chance to make it safer. Earn respect in your community by becoming a valuable member of the Civilian Constable Services. Apply through Hurston Dynamics Employment Office. Okay. Heavy, medium. Hands on the hips. You know that's right. Must be Special Forces.
Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense.
Oh, wait, it's here. I'm in it. I'm in it. Nobody else wants to join me.
Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
How about if I just stand right here? See what happens. Probably close and crush me.
Hurston Security reserves the right to search travelers at any time.
Oh, dang it. I was gonna go stand in there. Yeah. I'm on Hurston now, and if I log out and log back in, I'll be on Hurston. Absolutely. And yeah, it's like 15 minutes. Yeah, that's about right. 12-15 minutes to travel from. I've already done it a couple of times tonight, but yeah. No, Game of Thrones like an hour. Come on. So have you guys been watching the new Titans TV series. The it's basically live action, the Teen Titans, DC, you know, with Nightwing and Raven and all that. It's a pretty cool TV series. They've only got like 6 episodes out. Hurston the planet, right? So you press F2, that brings up your galactic map, your solar system map. And if you're located on Crusader, or like right now I'm located on Hurston, so if I find a spot that I want to travel to, I just click on it and then set my route. It's not going to let me do it, but I can set my route. And once you set your route, then when you're in space, the waypoint will pop up. You point at it, you quantum. You should have enough fuel to go back and forth a couple of times without stopping, because they fixed the fuel problem. Young Justice, yep. I don't think it's dumb. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm not a big DC fan, but in that series, I'm a really big I like group shows. I like, and this is me, I like comics that have groups in them. I like shows that have groups in them. That's why I prefer to watch Justice League or the Avengers over watching Batman. I'm not a fan of Batman. I'm not a fan of Superman. But when you put Batman and Superman together, then I'm a fan. That's just me. I'm not a fan of Gotham. Gotham is, it seems like it's an alternate possibility for Batman and all that. And, not really into that. But this is the new timeline with, you know, Justice League and all that, but it's Robin. He left Batman. He's out by himself. You know? Then he's a cop in Chicago. I thought it was pretty cool. And it gets pretty gritty. I wouldn't say it's for kids. I would say don't let any kids watch it, because there's some serious violence in it. Yeah, somebody must like Gotham. It's just not me.
Finally ready to take the plunge on a used ship? Swing by the New Deal Shipyard for exciting deals on all your favorite brands.
Okay, I want to find one thing I did want to locate is the hospital, and the reason why.
Hurston Dynamics is currently hiring in multiple departments. If credits are tight, we even offer a credit advance for new qualified employees. See your local recruiter for details.
You know why they give you a credit advance? Make you keep working. No, there's don't remember where it is. That was on Leaps. That's the residence. That's security. But somebody was looking at it the other night, and
Hurston Dynamics is currently hiring in multiple departments.
okay, I gotta fix this. Whoops. There we go. Now I'm cruising. Yeah, here's hospital. Okay. Somebody was telling me that if you look closely at the people walking around in the hospital, they're two-dimensional.
Ask about Hurston's worker subsidy program for sizable credit advances for guaranteed job placement.
Let's see if we can't get a good view of these guys.
Northville is our city. Take pride in its appearance. Clean up after yourself.
Yeah, I think they are two-dimensional.
Be sure to check the current
Would you agree with that?
before you leave. Be the pride of your
Zombies, exactly.
constable services today.
Looking at the inside of my head. Helmet. Yeah, they did look like two-dimensional. And here's Darneely, but he never has a mission for me. Because they haven't actually turned the missions on Hurston. That's one reason why. There's no real reason to go here except to just check it out. Because they don't have any missions turned on.
Apologies. The air is especially dreadful today.
A little twitchy.
Still alive, I think. Hello, welcome to Reclamation and Disposal. My name is Clovis Darneely. Wonderful to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What can I do for you on this fine day?
Give me a mission.
It's an excellent question.
DE, man, what's
I'm
up?
Loath to dash your hopes, but the job well seems to have run dry for the moment.
Right, okay. What are you reading? That magazine's 2 years old, man. 2946, what's up? And then why do you just have a drill laying on the table, you know? It's like, No, I'm not talking to you anymore. Just some dude sitting out here. I'm flying, man. When you don't have heavy armor on, you can run like a madman. Look at me, I'm just flying. Get out of my way. I went through the bar without even without realizing I was there. Let me catch my breath. Damn, I was running like I'm crazy. What's up, man? I'm talking to you. Hello? Can I click you? That's right. I'm in the bar. Start clicking things. Oh, wait, what? It's like the only one, and it doesn't let me click it. Are these ice cubes? What did I just grab? I don't even know what I just grabbed. Aha! Got my own drink. I'm taking damage. Hey, Goosebelly, man. I know, I pretty much did, didn't I? No, don't put it down. I'm trying to inspect it. Because watch, when I move my mouse, woo! Moving my mouse. Up and down, backward, forwards, around. And I'm not spilling anything. I'm gonna give that back to him. I wanted that. I wanted to place it right there. That's what I'm talking about. You are frozen. You haven't even moved. Well, I'm not buying anything from you. That's it. Which one of these pays out? Okay, if there was a pool cue around here, I would use it. None of that works. Yeah, actually food and drinks is, my understanding of the plan is you will not necessarily get buffs, but they will prevent you from getting negative buffs. So not necessarily alcohol either, because if you drink too much alcohol, you will actually start staggering and wandering around and leaning over and stuff like that. Everything will get blurry. But if you don't eat, then I caught you. You're caught. Yeah, if you don't eat, you'll start to lose health or you'll slow down and stuff like that. Yeah, ice cube physics, exactly. But only one ice cube. Something special about that, I don't get it. Can I take your gun? What is that? Is that a shotgun? Okay. Really? Are you in 3.3 or 3.3.5? And if so, then just delete your user folder. And you should get a fresh... Or erase that, yeah. Erase your PTU and then recopy your account over to the PTU. because then it copies your entire ship.
You can't get through here.
Well, dang it. But I like the armor, though. I'm not really doing anything on Hurston. I'm just wandering around. So I think I'm going to call it quits for the evening. I did want to take some time on my own away from camera just to record some different armors and armor looks. But I'll catch you next time. That thing is out. I appreciate all you guys coming and hanging out with me and keeping me company and everything. But it is about 2:30 here, and I wanted to get a little bit of sleep tonight. So you guys have a great night. And again, before I let you go, if you guys are interested in a organization, the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, you should check us out. We are the good guys. We are not the bad guys. And we're here to have fun, enjoy your company, you know, learn from each other, train, win, have fun, you know. All right. So if you're interested, look us up. And I'll see you next time.